Hey folks, I'm Narendra Sharma. I'm a software developer. Today I'm here to share one of the major challenges I started facing when I started working from home due to this pandemic situation. I had one router which had limited connectivity in my entire house. It was hosted in the ground floor and I was working from the first floor, and not entire first floor was covered with the range, and that was frustrating. So I thought about boosting my Wi-Fi signal. Ultimately what I did was I had a spare router with me, which is an eyeball pattern, and I thought that maybe I can make it a repeater so that the range for my internet or Wi-Fi actually increases for my first floor as well. What I'll try to do from the start is I'll try to explain the problem scenario and the room, the structure that I have, right, with some visuals so that you have a better understanding what my actual problem was and if that actually relates to your or not, right? Maybe you have a different problem. But all in all, the problem that I've tried to fix is quite generic. If you have another router, right, which has this capability of repeating itself, right, by just tying to the main router and then just repeat the signals, then you are really good to go. And it's the most effective solution that I've seen so far. I've tried, tested, and I've been enjoying for a few months now. On this screen, I'll try to explain the old setup, how it was, right? So there's one router which is Netgear, right? And then its SSID is Netgear 99. It's hosted on ground floor. It is on room 1. And I've also tried to explain the geography of my house structure. So I have ground floor, room 1, room 2, room 3, right? First floor, room 1, room 2, room 3, and then my router is hosted on main router here, and due to which I'm only capable of accessing internet or Wi-Fi till this range, this green area. So entire ground floor is covered, no problem, no issues, no drops, but on the first floor the room 2 is barely accessible, so it's almost none, and room 3 is also not accessible. So this is the current setup where the single router is actually connecting to internet at this SSID. If I'm trying to access it on the first floor via room 1, which is closer to the router, right, on the ground floor, then it is in range. But if it is on the room 2, then it's not in range and I'm not able to access my Wi-Fi. Moving on to the second one, what we'll try to achieve is we'll host another repeater router here, right, on the first floor, and this will actually boost the signal to room 2 and room 3 as well. How does a repeater work is it will actually have the same address, which is the SSID. You will make the same connection, right, same SSID, same password. Repeater actually talks to the main router, right, and it also is able to with its own capabilities of the range that it broadcasts to, it is able to serve other systems, devices which are on the first floor as well now, right? So for example, let's say first floor room 1 was accessible via the main router, right, via this SSID. It went to main router, to the internet, everything fine previously, but this was not working previously, right? So what we did here is now the client or the user, it can be a laptop, it could be a mobile, doesn't matter, right? They connect to the same SSID or the Wi-Fi access point, and it actually goes to the repeater one, because this was not in range, but this was in range because it is hosted very closer here, right? And it is able to actually access this router now, and this router will actually serve as a proxy. So what it will do is it will take requests from this, and it will actually talk to the main router now, right? So it's just a proxy, it's just now using internet via this router. So everyone is talking to main router basically. It is the hard-working guy here anyways in both of these scenarios, right? But this repeater is actually extending its range, right, by just talking to it. So now what I'm able to do is I'm able to actually access all of them, right, which is cool, right? I can just mark it green now. Awesome. So let's switch to the demo. Let's try to open this page again. Now look for operation mode. We need a universal repeater. In this scenario, it's fairly straightforward. So this is the endpoint that we were looking for. So it is Netgear 99. I want to connect to this one. This is my main router. And now what it's saying is base station Wi-Fi name Netgear 99. It's asking for me the password of this access point. I'll type in the password. Now I'll do save. So let's say okay. It's rebooting. So I'll just wait for some time. Whoops, nothing is here. Now we'll switch to 192.168. It is Netgear, right? It's working perfectly. And let's see about the connected devices, whether my new router is connected or not. Looks like this is the eyeball pattern, and we are good. So let me give you an explanation here. Now what has happened is the eyeball pattern, right, even though it's on, right, but it won't appear here. The reason is now those two router access points have actually merged, so a user won't know which router it is now. So now whenever I'll switch rooms, whichever router has the capacity to actually serve me with better signals, it will just switch to it. And that's how it's done. I mean, I could have shown you walking around the house and moving, but I think it's not necessary. Alright, so recap, what has happened is previously it was known as eyeball pattern. Separately it was known as Netgear 99, but now what we have done is we have actually set it as a repeater. And now if I look up in the access points, the second one, eyeball pattern, has no individuality now, right, and only the main access point is available. You would have seen this setup in your offices as well, right? When you have a big office and you just connect to the main access point and you keep moving and everything just stays connected, right, using different repeaters. So hope this helps. Please do check out my other channel where I post my guitar videos, and please subscribe to the channel. I'll try to actually share more useful information. It's just the beginning. Thanks all for watching the video. Please subscribe, like, share. Thank you very much.